Greetings and salutations. Well, we're working on our swamp cooler again. I've just recently had water get into my ductwork. So I kind of looked into the cooler and there's a few things going on. The pads, if they're not tucked in, we can have issues of water splashing back. And also if the little veins where the water flows into get clogged, it's possible that it could splash. And another thing is the size of your water pump. If you've recently replaced your water pump and then all of a sudden you're getting water in your ductwork, it's probably because you put too big of a pump in, and that's kind of what I did, but that was a long time ago and it's just started doing it now. And I think it's a combination of my the little slits in the panel getting clogged and the pump being too powerful at the same time, maybe, or the pads weren't tucked in correctly, or a combination of all of those. And I'll show those in the next in just a second here. I'll show you everything. Okay, so I'm going to show you why I think water's getting into my ductwork. All right, here's our panel, and here's our swamp cooler, and there's the panel. And you can see here that's a 10,000 or 11,000 cooler pump, and I think I originally had a 6 or an 8. So that one might be too powerful. When it comes to swamp coolers, you could oversaturate the pads, and that might be why I'm getting water in. And what's happening is water is somehow splashing into this fan here from the panel here into the fan. And the water ends up dripping into the, not a lot, but enough that it collects in the ductwork. Next thing you know, you've got a small leak in your ceiling. So yeah, that's what I think's been happening. Water's been splashing in there. I can actually tell from the dust and the way that you can't see from the darkness and in this thing here, but there's actually streaks and stuff where you can see water has cleaned off the dust on the outside on the blades. So it's definitely splashing from this direction, and I think it might have been the other. I've also seen water on the outside of the roof, and I think it's all symptomatic of maybe too powerful of a pump, but like I said, all of a sudden it started doing it. So I think it's a combination of I had too powerful of a pump in here, and also these veins I think were full of calcium. That's my feeling. Well, they were, but they weren't badly clogged, but maybe just enough to start dripping back over the lip here, over this lip. Got my hand in there, over the lip, and into the splashing onto here, over here, and just splashing into it. So I think that's what's happening right now. So I'm going to buy a new pump. I've cleaned out the veins, and what I did, cleaning out the veins, I just used a screwdriver. I got to get the angle right here. I just used a screwdriver and just etched them. And I also used a wire brush first. Then I etched them with a screwdriver to make sure the holes are completely open again. And of course I dumped it upside down a couple of times to get the debris off, because if the debris is left in here, it'll just clog these all over again. And then I wire brushed it again, and then I put it upside down and dumped it again. So that's all I did. Hopefully that'll be a good tip for you guys. I'm not sure if this will work or not, but I'll let you know in the comments if it did. But that and lowering the pump, if you oversaturate the pads, it's happening late at night. At the end of the day. So I'm thinking the pads might be getting oversaturated, possibly, and that's what's causing the drippage inside of the cooler too. So it's one of those things, and I'm just going to work on all of them. And hopefully that'll fix my problem. And like I said, I'll show you, I'll write in the comments if it worked or not. Well, that's it. Thank you for joining me on this swamp cooler journey. There's so many of them. And it's just an ongoing thing with a swamp cooler, but if you're willing to go up here and work on it, you could save yourself a lot of money than paying somebody. and it's a lot cheaper to run these than the air conditioners, but air conditioners looking better and better every day, except for the electric bill. Okay then, have a good one. Live long and prosper. Nanu nanu.